Joe presents Swanny's Cricket Show, together with Rubicon.
Welcome to Swanny's Cricket Show here on Joe, together with Rubicon. My name is Nick Bright. This man is Graeme Swann, doing the floss, showing off his dancing skills. The music you can hear is from Solid Steel. Swanny, what's happening on the show?
Yes, we've got all the greatest stuff coming up. We've got the biggest names in cricket, the best game, World Cup, Ashes, the lot. All the stuff from behind the scenes. You're going to love it.
I'm loving a bit of this. I'm loving it. It's getting me in the mood to play.
Ready?
Come on, come on. Come on.
Awesome, boys.
Solid Steel. I'm looking forward to hearing a little bit more of that a little bit later on. Anyway, welcome to the show. I feel like we need to discuss exactly what's going to be happening on these shows, because to be completely honest with you, Swanny, I don't know what we're going to be talking about, because
I think that's the beauty of it, mate. It's behind the scenes stuff. We're bringing you content that no one else will, basically. All the biggest names, the biggest games, all my mates, basically. I'm going to throw under buses and all sorts. And then we're going to learn to play the steel drums as well.
Well, when
no,
you
we're
say,
not doing that bit.
Well, you say that. You say that. I've got the script. You say that. When you say throwing people under the bus, I mean...
Oh, it's a chance to tell stories, isn't it? I just want to tell a few stories about a few of these people. Not the PR image you see on TV.
I'm not going to lie, we did the promo day for this the other day, and Swanny has got stories for days, so I'm sure my producer will be saying, you need to wrap this up.
Yeah,
Oh,
done. Yeah, we'll be libelous, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, each week we have a guest with us, and we thought, what better way to kick off than with a World Cup winner? Not you, there's another one. She's
Thanks,
played 113 times for England, winning the 2009 World Cup. Now a broadcaster. It's Isa Guha, everyone! Woo! Oh! There she is, Isa Guha.
Sorry about that.
Coming for a hug.
It wasn't quite the whoop we anticipated from behind there. How you doing, Ish?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're looking well.
I'm loving the band. Do you guys take requests?
Whatever you want, Ish.
That's what this show is all about. Right, now that I'm in the company of two esteemed cricketers, I really want to...
And two of the best-looking cricketers ever played for England, let's face it. I know, it's so harsh on you, that. I think you love it.
Maybe not you. But I wanted to find out what really goes on in the mind of a cricketer. So, Isha, I'm gonna ask you, on the day of the final, you know, that famous day, what was going through your mind when you first woke up?
To be honest, straight away nerves.
Really?
Yeah, butterflies, nerves, but full of anticipation. Absolutely love the day. We're playing at the North Sydney Oval. And
So what year is this we're talking?
This was back in 2009.
2009, so you were a real whippersnapper at the time as well.
Yeah,
about
back
this
in the
big.
day, yeah, a long time.
Bless you.
No, I've actually got
So
shorter.
Ish was a rapid opening bowler. Big hooping away swing at serious pace.
Still-
Is that why you were nervous then? Because you thought I might kill someone today?
That's exactly right. Still bowled slower than Swanny.
Well, we're going to see some of the bowling later on, so you know I'm very much looking
Ish
forward
is
to
a beautiful
that.
bowler. Beautiful action.
I feel like you're kind of putting yourself down on purpose just to lead expectations to be below where they should be.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Seriously, I remember watching that game, and you guys played awesome as well in that.
Yeah, I don't think I had a very good game. But
Really?
anyway, yeah.
Why?
No, I just was a bit wayward early on. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We won. And I remember in the second innings, we lost a few wickets and I started to get even more nervous because at that point I had to get my pads on. We're always in trouble when generally I had to get when I had to bat. So I was in the changing rooms. I was literally locked in there. I did not want to leave the changing rooms. So I didn't actually see us score the winning runs.
No way.
I literally was sat there, like, pads on, going, please don't let me bat, please don't let me bat. And literally, it might have also been the first time that I prayed to God.
That happened, I'll tell you. World 2020, when we won it, I'm just segueing that.
No, listen, get it in there.
In Barbados, we were chasing 150. We only lost one wicket. I didn't see any of our batting because me and Jimmy Anderson were in the changing room when we started and we got 12 off the first over. So obviously we're sportsmen, we're superstitious. I didn't leave my spot in the changing room. We sat there just listening to the roars, and it was about 50 degrees outside. It was about -5 with the aircon in this changing room. We were wrapped up in woolly jumpers and everything. as we won the T20 World Cup.
I love it how, like, in my mind, you know, as just a fan, I'm thinking you're in the zone, you're there, you know, thinking, right, when it's my chance to step up to the crease, I'm going to do this and that. You're just in the changing room doing nothing, chilling.
Yeah, we were like throwing tennis balls at each other. But then with about 2 runs needed, we quickly got dressed and ran down to the dugout, so it looked like we were there all along.
Right.
So we made sure we were first out.
So you full John Terry'd it, is how
Full
I
John Terry, massive John Terry
did
it,
as well, yeah.
That's outrageous.
I had my Chelsea kit on straight away. I don't have a Chelsea kit, by the way, before anyone thinks I do.
Okay. I'm sure Chelsea fans would love it. I want to go back to the World Cup, though, for both of you, because you can both get in on this. What's it actually like to play in a World Cup? All the carnival around it. I want to know about that stuff.
Yeah, it's just a special time. You've got all the different countries all kind of sending on the same place. You're trying to keep out of each other's way. In 2005, we were all pretty much in the same place in Potchefstroom. Have you trained there?
Potchefstroom's an awesome spot.
And it's
hello
like...
to our friends in Potch, if you're there. We're basically talking like the Milton Keynes of South Africa. Sort of built out of nowhere.
Loads of roundabouts.
Yeah, no one knows anything about it.
Okay.
And once you go there, it feels like you can never leave. I love Milton Keynes. I grew up in Toaster, obviously. I'm not having a go at Milton Keynes. It's really boring, though. Love you, Milton Keynes.
That's Graham's words, not mine.
I love you, Milton Keynes. No, Potch it's just a university, isn't it?
It is.
Amazing facilities.
But it's like student accommodation. So you literally roll out of bed, you walk out your door, and then you meet in a player from South Africa. You had to do your best to try and just like avoid eye contact and just like keep walking. Because you know what it's like. When you're playing opposition, you're not allowed to talk to them, are you? You're not allowed to
Not
talk
supposed
to
to,
them.
no.
You got to keep your game face on and like be in your bubble. So.
Actually, that's quite funny because we used to do that. It's one of the best chirps I've ever heard Jimmy Anderson do. So Mike Hussey, when he played for Australia, one of the greatest players ever, almost unflappable. He used to ignore you if you sledged him and everything. The Ashes 2010, Jimmy decided he was going to get at him. So obviously Mike's one of those. I'm one of his mates from playing county cricket. He'd ignore me. So all day I'd just go, all right, mate, how's the wife? How are the kids, mate? And he'd just ignore me. Like, Mike, Huss, why are you ignoring me? Why are you doing this? And so Jimmy said, no, that's not going to work. I'm going to go something different. So he bowled the first ball of the Ashes, played and missed. He went, shot, Dave. His brother Dave Hussey. Next ball, played it, hit it for great shot, Dave. Morning, Dave. Did it every day of the Ashes for 5.5 weeks. All right, Dave. Shot, Dave. What happened for dinner, Dave? Hussey ignored him completely at Sydney, so we're winning. He just suddenly flipped, turned around and goes, what are you talking about? I'm not Dave Hussey, I'm Mike Hussey. And Jimmy went, oh, sorry, Dave. And just walked off. It was classic.
I'm looking forward to, over the course of the series, hearing about more different sledging techniques, because I know this is big business. But we need to turn our attention to the World Cup, of course, the upcoming World Cup. We're all very excited about it. Who's going to win?
I think there's only one winner on paper before we go in. The boys in blue. In magnificent baby blue by the looks of it as well.
Retro blue.
Yeah, it's the kit that we almost won the World Cup in Australia in '92 against Pakistan. It was based on that. It's a great kit. England are going to win. They've got the best team.
But before I ask you why they're going to win, I just want to find out from you both, is it a bit weird kind of going into a tournament with England, because they are quite overwhelming favourites for this tournament. Is that a bit weird? Because normally it's like a bit of, England let themselves down in the run up to it, or, there's something around it.
I think in general, like, English teams struggle to be favourites, but I think with this team, they've just got such a strong squad. It's the best squad we've ever had, isn't it, Swanee?
By miles.
Literally. And Morgan, there was a scare with his finger, but you're still thinking, actually, there is someone that can come in and do a job that he does. It's incredible. Anyone within this group believes that they can win. They're literally 15 match winners within that side.
I'm
and
going to disagree with you a
David.
little bit there. I don't think anyone could come in and do the job Owen Morgan does, captaincy-wise.
Sorry, as a bat,
batting-wise.
but maybe not as captain.
He's the reason I'm so confident. The main one, Owen Morgan. He basically, the last World Cup when we were an embarrassment, England were, we were so stuck in our ways, like 1970s cricket, 4 Test opening batsmen. And my mate Alistair Cook said to me, we all know you need 4 Test batsmen out there. You don't really, Cookie, do you? We got smashed by everyone. Morgie basically lived in Baz McCullum's pocket, the New Zealand captain, who was the most forward-thinking, attack at all costs, one-day player. And he's basically copied him, and he's brought that into the English game. Now, these players, Ish is right, they're the best. They've got 15 match winners because they all believe they can win a game from any situation. They think anything is possible. That is why the pressure, I don't think, being favourites will bother this lot because they're not like a normal English team.
But what about home pressure, though? You know, 'cause
Yeah,
obviously playing in front
again,
of the home crowds, sometimes it can be a benefit, but at other times we've seen, different teams falter.
Yeah.
I think their biggest challenge will be, because I strongly believe that they'll get to the semis because it's a league format. It's whoever's the most consistent. They will make the semis. I think their biggest challenge will be the semi-finals because they got to the semis of the Champs Trophy, and then they were on a surface that maybe they weren't expecting.
Cardiff,
Cardiff against Pakistan. It suited Pakistan a little bit more. They faltered under pressure and didn't get through.
But they didn't have a fallback plan there, did they? They didn't have a B plan.
Yeah.
A plan B even.
B plan, plan B, whatever.
Same thing.
But the same sort of situation at Trent Bridge last week against Pakistan, who were a better Pakistan team than then. Stokesy all of a sudden got sensible.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben Stokes getting sensible. Who'd thunk it? And just realised if he backed till the end, they'd win.
Yeah.
So I think they've learned.
But we had a similar thing. So we won in 2009 and we came home for the World T20 as favourites. And we had semi-final against Australia. We were expected to chase down 12s and over, which then was just like unheard of at the time. And Claire Taylor and Beth Morgan had the most ridiculous partnership to get us over the line, beat Australia. And the key is not playing Australia in the final, I think. You don't want to play Australia in the final.
You don't. Well, yeah, they're a bit like Germany, aren't they, in the Football World Cup, Australia? You don't want them to do well, but they always do.
They're always desperate to beat England as well because of the rivalry, A big talking point ahead of this is Jofra Archer. Do you think he's the right choice? How big and important is he going to be for the team?
Massive. I've seen him for the last couple of years playing around the world. I love how England fast-tracked his qualification because
They bent the rules. Go to the Home Office.
Well, it fell in line. It fell in line with all the countries around the world. But it's amazing how much pace he gets from his action.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't run in, does he? He's not like speeding in and bam. He's like very unassuming. He'll like come in and you're just not expecting him to just snap it down there.
He's rapid.
He's rapid,
He is
but
rapid.
he's brilliant at the death as well. He's brilliant at top, middle, at death. He can be used anywhere.
Yeah. I can't believe it's even a talking point whether he should be in or not. If he's able to be picked for your team, every team in the world will go, absolutely. And there's been this weird thing, very English thing actually, about saying how unlucky David Willey's been because he's been part of the team to get us there. Yes, of course he has. But if you put David Willey and Jofra Archer on a piece of paper and say, who are you going to pick? I think even David Willey would probably pick Jofra Archer at the minute. What he's got to do now is make himself the player in 4 years' time that is undroppable. So it's a good thing.
Potential player of the tournament?
Too early. It'll be a batsman. It will be a batsman, I think.
What makes you say that?
Because the wickets are going to be so flat. They're going to be so good for batting. Unless it starts banging it down with rain. The ICC do the wickets preparation, you see. So the English groundsmen are told what to prepare. So there won't be little green tinge seamers that England wouldn't want anyway, actually. There'll be good wickets. They're tiny grounds. If a bowler gets 10 wickets in this tournament, he's had
Good luck.
an unbelievable tournament. Someone will get 1,000 runs. They'll get a double hundred every other week.
I love it how we got the bowlers union here. You're both just like, good luck.
Take pressure off the bowlers. Take pressure off the bowlers.
Definitely.
If it is a bowler, it'll be a spinner because we were both some of the best spinners going, weren't we?
This guy is just
Come on, give me
non-stop.
five.
Right, well, England might well be a great team, but just how well do they know each other? We got Jason Roy, Johnny Bairstow and Owen Morgan together for a round of teammates.
Cool cat, good-looking fella as well. Absolute rooster. This is tough. We don't have many smart cats, do we?
I love the fact we're all thinking about it still.
Yeah, we don't have.
Mark Wood, because no matter what he says, he'll always make you believe it.
I've gone Joss Butler. It's the best of a bad bunch. I don't think many of us are smart within the team, but he's quite clever.
Yeah, a lot of credit from the lads, but I've given no one any credit. Most valuable, it's got to be...
Chris Wokes, work rate, pure on the ball, can play midfield, and he'll grab you a few goals.
Joss Butler, good touch, plays in the centre of the park. If he plays well, he can boss it.
Yeah, I've gone Joss as well. Naughty shot on him, a lot of power behind him, and a lot of work rate up and down the park. Heavy heat map, so I'm going to go with Joss.
Will Greg.
Yeah. Joss is on fire.
I've gone for Chris Woakes, and no matter whether he's in his slops, cricket gear, or going out gears for dinner, he always looks pure.
He's a cool cat, and it's effortless everything he does. So for that reason.
Yeah, unanimous votes from all the boys. Running into bowl, hair stays perfect. Whatever he's doing, it's perfect. Extra cover drive, perfect.
Woakes is going to crack on that all of it, isn't he?
Yeah, I reckon Pudsey gets it for me. 6'4", strong beard.
I've gone Wokesy, cool cat, good looking fella as well, absolute rooster.
Yeah, I've gone Wokesy as well. Love the Brummy accent as well, after Peaky Blinders as well. A little bit of Tom Shelby about him, isn't he? So.
Lads, be careful here. I've gone Tom Curran. Just some outrageous gears that I wouldn't dream to wear, but he likes them.
I've gone Tom Curran as well. He does wear very expensive, loud clothes that he really likes, and they're just a bit strange.
I've gone for the skipper. I think wearing a FootJoy golf shoe on a night out will put you up on the list of worst dressed, I think, boss. You got your Nike shoes now. You've got your Nike shoes now. You are up in your gear a huge amount.
I do like.
You're leading into the World Cup.
I like going out in golf kit though. That's because you're just prepared for everything. You might sleep through, play the next day. You're still in the same kit.
And you're in waterproof as well,
just in case.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, that's.
Adil Rashid. The moves don't come out very often, but when they do, yeah, he's very, very good.
Yeah, and people laugh when you say Adil, but he is a very good dancer. He's
versatile, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of moves up his sleeve. Once he gets going, you can't stop him.
I tell you what, I'm absolutely not having that. That was brilliant, apart from coolest man, when they're all saying Chris Woakes and smirking and laughing. Woakes, he is cool. All right, and I think they're taking the mick out of him. He's pure and heat map. So
Heavy heat map.
Heavy heat map. But thank you to the boys for doing that. It was brilliant.
Who was your best mate in the team?
Jimmy Anderson and Alistair Cook. And well, I mean, I was mates with nearly all the team. But yeah, Jimmy and Cookie. Wherever we go around the world, as soon as we get to the ground, I'm the most superstitious. I would go into the dressing room first, like 2 days before the game, and make sure our kit was in the same place. I'd have to have a corner. And then Cookie next to me, and then Jimmy next to Cookie.
Right.
That's just, we had to be in that order.
So who was next to you on the other side?
Well, he also says
it's
nearly all the team as well,
Yeah.
so I want to know like who you hated.
Well, no, I didn't hate him. Hate's a strong word.
Oh, hang on. You were going to say something then.
I think it's well documented, isn't it? No?
Me and Kevin didn't get on very well.
Right, okay.
But no, we changed on the opposite sides of the changing room.
Really?
You're not going to get on with everyone, are you? It's like your family, your teammates.
Yeah,
Choosing.
yeah, totally.
Who did you bunk with when you were on tour?
Did you have a constant room?
We had to have roommates pretty much throughout my whole career. And I'm sorry to say this, but Claire Taylor, absolute legend, best player that's ever been for England, alongside Charlotte Edwards.
Well done
She
for
would
getting
go.
that in.
She would go to bed at 9 o'clock. So
Every night.
I'd be sat there watching the telly, and she'd just flick the lights off, flick the telly off, and I'd be like,
Was that it? So
Cool.
she was the best player because she went to bed at 9.
I'm going to have to go to bed too.
So it's like being in prison when it's like lights out.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Literally, but then wake up at
Shawshank
6 a.m.
Redemption.
in the morning, and I'm not a morning person, so yeah, that was a struggle.
But this in days pre-iPad and stuff like that, so you couldn't even go and do duvet and watch anything.
Nah.
Outrageous.
No iPods, no podcasts to listen to like this one. Be amazing.
Yeah. Who did you room with?
We never had rooms.
Oh,
we always had our own rooms. So
Privileged.
the first year, 99 was the first time I got picked for England. And I wasn't nowhere near good enough at the time, but I just got picked because I'd had a good game on TV.
Fair.
That's how it used to be in those days. And it was the first time I'd ever had a single room. I was at the Conrad Hilton in Chelsea Harbour, and I had my own lounge, as well as a bedroom. I didn't know such things existed in hotels at the time. I was 19. I just remember walking around. I stole so much from that hotel.
You still got it?
Like the shampoos and the I was taking apples. I was taking silver service, a lot. Honestly, my cricket bag, I left most of my pads and gloves there. It was rattling on the way down the stairs. Because I didn't play in the game, but I cleaned up, I tell you. I'm so sorry, Conrad Hill.
That's proper student.
I owe you a lot of
isn't it?
cash.
Don't come for us. It's just him. It's just him.
Rubicon are happy to cover it all.
Malmaison has good stuff.
Malmaison does it though. It says on the thing, the best shampoo you'll ever steal.
We don't need to find out about how much stuff you lot have nicked from various hotels.
Well, that's what
all
we're
right?
getting. You wanted the inside scoop. Cricketers are thieves.
Right, OK. Let's try and turn our attention back to the World Cup. We think England are going to win. That's kind of, what's come from the panel. But who else might have a chance?
Well, my top 4,
Top 4.
about a month ago, England, India, Australia, Pakistan. But I've swapped in the West Indies
Thank
for
you.
Pakistan.
I was going to say, I reckon...
The guys are loving that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not just saying it because the boys are here and they're the coolest guys I've ever seen in my life. But I reckon the West Indies are going to be the surprise shock package in this World Cup.
Why?
Because they've got some of the most dynamic batters in the game at the minute. Andre Russell, Nicholas Pooran, people like that. They smash the ball. I mean, and they've just come back from the IPL where they couldn't stop hitting the ball for 4 and 6. Karen Pollard as well, Chris Gale. They've got an unbelievable team on paper. They beat England in the Caribbean not a long time ago, albeit on wickets that are nothing like they'll play in England. So I think England would be favourites against them. But on their day, they're the team who can beat absolutely anyone. I would not want to play West Indies in the semi-final. I'd play any other team in the world over the West Indies in the
Chris
semi.
Gale's last tournament.
Yeah.
He's got a £3 bat. Smokes it.
He's got a £3 bat and he doesn't move at all.
No.
He doesn't waste any energy in the field.
He doesn't even take a run either if he's got a chance to do it. He's just boundaries only.
He's been taking a few runs lately. Yeah, I've noticed. He's worked on his fitness.
Changed his style. Wow, he's boundaries only.
I tell you, just keep an eye out for the West Indies.
OK. Bangladesh got a chance. I'm only asking this because I've got a mate who said to me, when I told him I was doing this podcast, he said to me, "You got to ask about Bangladesh." Have they got an outside chance?
No, not of winning it. No, they haven't.
They've got a
they'll
chance
win the
of
odd
beating
game.
England, because that's happened in the past.
What's this? Yes, they beat you when I played. Yes. Apparently 3 for 40 odd wasn't good enough to win the game for my team. No, we did. The same World Cup we lost to Ireland. We lost to Bangladesh as well.
Yeah, wasn't a good one.
But we beat South Africa.
Guys in the band, just quickly, are you tipping to win?
Oh, Windies, definitely. West Indies.
West Indies?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from the Windies, so...
I feel like that was only going to go one way, to be honest.
If there's Canada standing outside, chance.
I thought I'd ask anyway, but it was only going to go
Who do you
one
reckon?
way.
Who are you going for?
I love it how you bring me in. I'm meant to be the impartial host of the show, but...
Yeah, but this is a bit different.
I'm
The rules
obviously-
are different. It's Swanny's cricket show, so I can ask you.
True.
Who do you think will win there?
I'm going to go for England. Just because we're overwhelming favourites. I went and checked all the odds earlier, and with like all of the bookies,
Yes.
England are the favourites to win. So
I did meet one stats guy, actually, Ed Hawkins, who he says if England win, it will be a shock, stats-wise.
really,
Yeah, but he says India are the actual favourites. If you go by numbers, I never believed in stats. I hate them, always have done. But apparently, so all the bookies have gone against stats, which they never normally do. They're normally on them. So maybe there's something in that. But I honestly, I think this English team, one of the main reasons, I think they're too stupid to realise how good or how bad they can be. England teams in the past have always thought about it and limited themselves because they had 1 or 2 people who went to university in the team. As Owen Morgan said there, they're not the brightest bunch. Who's the cleverest there? They couldn't even spell the names of the teammates.
You're watching Swanny's Cricket Show on Joe, together with Rubicon.
we'll be here each week throughout the World Cup and the Ashes, so make sure you join us. We'll have more games shortly. But first, here's Chris Lloyd and Carl Frampton with something else.
I'm Chris Lloyd. This is Carl Frampton, eating his way slowly towards the middleweight division. We're going to be here every Thursday talking about the big issues in boxing, getting stuck in with special guests, behind-the-scenes interviews, and, of course, snacks as well. Tune in every Thursday, podcast and on YouTube.
Nice one, guys. And remember, the boys are in New York for Anthony Joshua's fight against Andy Ruiz on Saturday. Be sure to check that out. So welcome back to Swanny's Cricket Show here. World Cup winner Isa Guha is with us. Come on, Isa. Come on. Solid Still here as well. Come on, give us a blast, guys. You've got something for us? Come on.
Beautiful, boys.
I I think you two should get up and have a go.
I can't believe we've not been up there already.
Come on.
We used to take steel drum lessons, didn't we?
Did you actually?
No,
Did we?
yeah.
Right. I don't know. Come on, let's.
Oh,
let's
are we doing it?
Yes. Why not? Come on, let's get
Can
up.
I have the big drum?
I don't think I should get involved, you know, because someone's going to need to teach you. So is this like the bass drum?
And we're gonna. So you're gonna hold the sticks like this, whereby you're playing chords and chord progressions, as we call it. So this would be G.
we get in the groove.
C, D, C.
Let's get a little bit of soul limbo together. Come on.
Got it?
Go on, Marlon.
Good.
This is really good. This is better than I thought. This is better than I thought. Come on, Swanee. Come on, Ish. You guys might as well go. We've got, you know.
I'm giving up.
Yeah, come on. Round of applause, everyone. Come on. Very good. Teachers, how did they do?
Yeah, not bad
Thank
at all.
you.
Not bad.
Excellent.
Not
Not bad.
Don't give up the day job.
Right, okay.
We're available all summer.
No A star.
He told you we'd be good. Told you
Disappointed.
we'd be good.
Don't give up the day jobs, guys.
See, what you don't realise is before we came on, I texted Isha and said, look, there's steel drums involved. We've been carnival, haven't we?
Yeah.
Been down there about 2 hours.
That, I'm not going to lie. I'm not just saying this. That was surprisingly way better than I thought. I thought it was going to be terrible.
Take like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, I thought, oh, this segment's going to go on forever.
Were you surprised?
Dear, oh
Were
dear.
you surprised? No.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. You knew. You knew.
He could tell just by looking.
See, Isha's got quite a musical link, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you didn't know.
I've no idea. Go on, I want to find
into
out.
music, Isha did, you see.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a weird thing.
I
I thought she might help me out here by explaining what I'm
Sorry.
on
I feel like we
about.
need an
sorry.
explanation.
My husband is a musician.
There you
Okay.
go.
Okay.
Not that I'm anyway
Osmosis
musically...
works. Osmosis works. I tell
Yeah,
you.
that's what
You lie by him every night, you sit, you make tea, whatever, you sat there, it just seeps in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Swanee's other half is a professional shite talker. So I mean, you know, osmosis it works.
Now, Nick hasn't met my wife, Sarah, yet.
I don't know.
And I swear to God, you've just made the biggest enemy for life. I've already made it with her, but you've just joined me.
I think his wife is a classic case of when opposites attract.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I should have said.
Yeah, that's what you
Look,
should have said.
I'm not having it. My wife is beautiful. She's not
Opposites
ugly.
attract.
Listen, we need to get back on track. Right, we're blessed here on Swanee's Cricket Show to have a backfast machine. Now, each week we're going to challenge the guests to face a delivery from you. So I don't know how rusty you are, whether you've been...
Yeah, I can't bowl at all, but...
We'll find out in a minute. And also the backfast boys are going to crank it up and see if you guys can face a ball from history.
Yes,
or a couple
I like
of balls
that.
from history. All right?
I like
Shane
that.
Warne?
Maybe. I'm not going to tell you. We're not going to. You guys are going to
I'd
have
love
to
to
guess.
face
That's how we're
Shane
going to do it.
I'm
all right?
starting to think
Come
that
on,
I shouldn't
come
have put more than flip-flops on today. We're in the beach, so I dressed accordingly.
Right.
You didn't tell me about this.
on. Right, here we go. We've got to set up out here.
Excuses
Come on,
early.
come on, come on,
Here
come
we
on.
go.
Right, so I think you're bowling first, Swanee, actually.
I'm actually
So-
bowling.
The
It's
smallest
not
bat.
just me. Oh.
That's okay.
I'm getting behind here because, as Swanee said,
You want
it's
to
a
go
bit
that
rusty.
side?
Harrow?
Because it's going to spin towards you.
Don't worry, I'll be fine here.
Now, Ish, I've not bowled for 2 years.
Okay, I haven't batted
And
since
my elbow
2012.
is cooked, so this could hit you. This could hit you anywhere.
Excuses
She's got
early.
great form, though, hasn't she?
I can't actually see
Oh,
it.
nice.
It's pretty dark.
Nice.
I won't lie to you, I can't see him. How many am I bowling?
A couple.
You can't see it, makes it much easier for me.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, she smoked it.
Smack nearly took out our cameraman. Literally nearly in his nuts.
Tell you what.
That was...
No,
that
you're
was
not having another one. That was unbelievable.
You two need to switch.
Did you see that yet?
Switch.
You nearly
I
took
think
out
that's the
our
best shot
cameraman.
I've ever hit in my life.
That was gorgeous.
It was really good. Don't deliberately try and hit us, Swanee. Know what you like, mate. Here we go. Here comes Ish. Oh! That's gone for six.
Straight
that.
six.
Yeah,
That's a straight six.
Are we doing another one or?
No, that's me done.
Right, I'm going to go down here and have a word with the lads from Backfast, just to find out what's going on. I love all this. I saw you guys like practicing with it. It's pretty amazing. Just explain to me exactly what the machine does.
So as you can see, there's a projector screen, and then behind there is a bowling machine. It's all calibrated, and the software set for the guys at Batfest have calibrated it all. So you'll see a runner come up as you would bowl in real life. A ball will then come out, and we can swing, we can do turn, we can get the pace up to 100 miles an hour, right down to 30 miles an hour. So pretty much accessible for anyone, any age.
It's amazing. So it can replicate any ball as well. So you guys can go, oh yeah, that ball from the Ashes back then, we're going to do that.
Yes.
That is incredible. Have you got Graeme Swann on there at all?
No, we haven't yet.
What?
Anyway, as it sounds, Swanny.
Oh no!
We haven't got your action on the machine. We could
Here
do
he comes. Look.
Well, all I'm saying is that if they don't get me on it, if I don't get to face myself by the end of this show, I'll be devastated.
Well, listen, get back down your end.
We've heard it from the main man himself.
Right, Graeme, you're up first, all right? So let's load it up.
Cool. So, all on here, and then just at the tap of a button, we're ready to go.
So here we go then. There's a thing spinning inside there.
Look out, everyone.
Here we go. It's here comes the bowler. Here he comes. Oh, lovely.
Shot, boy.
Gat should have done all those years ago.
What happened? Right, Isha's up. Be careful of your
I'm
wire.
not going to do one of these ones.
No, exactly.
Right.
Right.
Okay, ball of the century again, yeah?
Yeah, volume 2.
Volume 2. Here we go. Shane Warne's ball of the century. Oh! That looked like it might have been out. Swanee, I think ball number 2 for you at the back now, mate. You're back at the crease.
Is it me again?
Oh, you're in.
We're just recalibrating the machine.
Trying to put more spin on it.
We're making sure
they're
everything's...
trying to make it more harder to bat against.
No.
It's all right, I can hear him.
None of your business what's going on down this end.
I know what people are doing. I'm going to reverse sweep it.
You're like facing yourself.
You shouldn't tell us what you're going to do, because then we'll change it. We've got the power.
That camera's in a lot of trouble because I'm going to go inside out. I won't, don't worry. Is it expensive?
Like Ish did.
They put a bit more spin on it.
Why don't we see what Swanee thinks it is?
Oh,
that's very interesting.
They don't even want to tell me.
Right, I've got
I don't know what's coming,
who
mate.
it is.
I can't even help you. Here it comes. This is Akram to Lamb now, okay? 92 World Cup.
It is Akram as well. Oh my God! No! Flip-flops on, you could have broken my toe. Who throws his shoe?
Was that 1992 Akram?
Yeah.
That was rapid.
Wow.
That was brilliant.
Wow.
Bells are off, mate. You've had it.
I'm happy I managed to jump out of the way of it. I'm honest. That's brilliant. What a great bit of kit.
Right then, we're exploring Rubicon's Urban Crictionary, uncovering some of the weird and wonderful terminology from the sport, Swanee. So what we're going to do is I'm going to describe a phrase from cricket whilst you're facing some deliveries from the Batfast machine. We've got 6, and you've got to try and answer them as quickly as possible,
No
right?
problem. Speaks for itself.
Here we go. Let's load up the machine. Right, here we go. A poor bowler, usually of slow to medium pace, whose deliveries are flighted so much as to appear similar...
Dibbly Dobbler.
No. Come on.
High chucker.
Yes! There we go. Okay. Doing well here, mate.
Crunching it.
Doing well. In a first-class game. Right. A lower order batsman sent in when the light is dimming.
Watchman.
Yes, that was an easy one. You got that. You've hit every one so far, haven't you? Right. The period of a batsman's innings when their score is between 90 and 99.
Nervous 90s.
God, you're nailing this time. A bowler with limited skill, a delivery that is easy to hit.
High chucker.
No, you've already said that one.
Dibbly Dobbler.
The term for a bowling strategy where bouncers are aimed at the batsman's throat or chin.
Chin music.
One more. A player who has scored more than 100 runs in an innings.
Centurion.
Yeah, there we go.
Was that the camera?
Did you just hit someone?
There's either the camera or the massive cameraman.
You should be deducted all points for that. Right, 6 out of 6. Nailed it.
That's a great over, to be honest.
Right, Ish.
Is that the...
In you go.
All yours, Ish.
6 out of 6, mate. Right, the nickname for the colours worn by the Marylebone Cricket Club. Not to be confused.
Egg and bacon.
Yeah.
Nice shot, Isha.
Yeah, that was a good shot. That was lovely.
Little off balance.
It has become the fashion for bowlers who capture 5 wickets in an innings to say they have taken a...
5 for Michelle.
Michelle. 2 out of 2.
Very good. She's good.
I feel like we might need a tiebreaker. The running out of a non-striking batsman who leaves his crease before the bowler has released the ball.
Mancad.
Manka!
Which should be banned from the game. Ban it from the game.
The area of the field between deep mid-wicket and wide long on, so called because few legitimate shots are aimed at this part of the field, so fielders are rarely placed there.
Cow corner.
Cow corner.
Sven used to hit it all the time in the Isha.
When an off-spinner bowls a delivery that spins in the opposite direction, it's a...
It's a doosra.
It is a doosra.
Get one wrong.
The name of a particular bowling delivery used in cricket, generally by a leg spinner, in essence, it is a backspin ball. It's known as a...
Top spinner?
It's a flipper! It's a flipper! Ah! Right, stop the game. I don't want to get whacked. We need to get out here.
What we need to have a look at was how Isha was absolutely clubbing it.
Both of you were, to be fair.
Well, seriously.
Well done, both of you. But I'm afraid there can only be one winner. And it's you, Swanee. You're the champion.
Yeah.
He's probably going to take this as graciously as his mastermind win.
Yeah.
Well, what I normally do is I don't always let the guests win, but Isha's given me so much grief about the size of my chin before we came on. I thought, I'm so sorry, cameraman, by the way. I'm fully insured. At least Nick is, and Iz will cover it.
I love it how you're trying to put it on me. Right, that is all we have got time for. Thank you, Ish, for coming on. It's been a pleasure. Obviously, Graeme, you'll be back with us next week where we'll see you as well. Remember, make sure you check out the guys on the TKO podcast. They'll be in New York with Anthony Joshua.
Well,
Join
Josh.
them. Hopefully, Joshua gets the win.
Come
and
on,
the band
Joshy.
are going to play us out. Guys, take it away, please.
You've been watching Swanee's Cricket Show on Joe, together with Rubicon.